All right, let's get IG up and Facebook as we know it. All right, I think we're up. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Happy day to you. I hope you guys have had a wonderful, exciting, super fantastic, uh, whatever else kind of day, and that you are ready to join me for part two of the live that I did yesterday. And I was talking about some ways that you can increase your personal brand visibility so that you can position yourself for career advancement opportunities. And so I just gave you a little teaser, primarily because I was under, trying to keep it under a time restraint. But today I'm going to dig a little deeper and I'm going to give you 10 different things, 10 different ways that you can create more visibility around your personal brand. And I want to just start off by saying, because you might be a little thrown off when I say personal brand. And so your personal brand, everybody has one, whether you realize it or not. So if you didn't know you have one, now you know you do have a personal brand in the workplace. Just like businesses have brands, business brands, you are your own personal brand. And everything that you do, how you show up in the workspace, the kind of work that you do, the level of work that you do, how well or not so well that you do the work, all of that is a factor of your personal brand. So your personal brand is really just your reputation. And that could be your personality, your attitude, whether you're collaborative and welcoming and you create, space for people to feel comfortable working with you, and you're creative and you really like to jump into the weeds and figure out how to make things work. All of that is part of how people perceive you in the workspace and the brand that you have created for yourself. And in this case, we're talking about putting the spotlight on those things because these are things that you're doing all the time. Hopefully you're doing the right things and good things and positive things that you are proud of and you want people to be able to see. And if you're not, we have time, you can go back and change and do some course correcting. But, if you are doing all these good and wonderful things, then you want people to know about it. And so that's what we're going to talk about, how you can get more eyes on you and the work that you do in the workplace so that people know that you exist. And so, like I said, I have 10 different things that I'm going to share with you. But before I do, let me formally introduce myself for those of you who are not familiar with me. I am Bashana Weatherspoon, career strategist and excellence accelerator, helping women who feel frustrated in their careers to emerge from stuck and surge to their next level of success. I am also the host of the Know Your Worth Career Podcast, which is centered around helping women to maneuver some of these sticky situations that we find ourselves in the workplace as it pertains to having equal opportunities, getting paid for the value that you bring, and equally with your male counterparts who have the exact same education, skills, and experiences, and really just figuring out how to make the workspace work for you so that you can achieve your goals and objectives that you have for your life and for your career, and to do it in a way that is productive. And we bring on special guests to talk about some of these different areas, offer solutions and guidance about how to approach them so that you can be successful in your career. Now, enough of all of that introduction stuff. We're going to jump right into these 10 tips. So if you know somebody who who wants to position themselves for career advancement opportunities, and they need to let people know that they exist because they like to sit at their desk and, bury their heads down and just do their work. There was a time when that was something that was, it was really nice and really good, but in I was about to say 1920. In 2020, that is not the way that you help to advance your career. You have to put yourself out there, let people know that you exist, let them know the kind of work that you can do and what you do, what kind of skills you have, and all of those different kinds of things, so that when they have positions or opportunities, your name is one that comes to the forefront of everybody's mind. That's what we want. So let's jump right into it. And I'm going to recap the ones that I shared with you yesterday, and then we're going to move to the new ones, and in no particular order. I say this is in no particular order. But one of the things that you want to do is, or a great thing to do, is starting a blog. So blogs are really, really popular. They're just like websites. People produce content about things that they know a lot about. In your particular case, you're going to be talking about something related to your industry and sharing industry knowledge and tips and tricks of the trade and so forth. Breaking news, trends, all of that. How-tos. You're going to write an article. So blogging is about writing an article, putting it on your blog site, which is the equivalent of a website in many ways. And you just produce content and you put it there, and people get a chance to come and read your content that you put out weekly or monthly or whatever frequency that you choose. But that's a great way to establish yourself as an authority in your particular area, so that you are the go-to person for certain types of information. One of the other things that you can do is attend industry events and network with other people who are there attending those same events, who are in your same industry. What a great way to meet other people and get to know them, and they get a chance to know you. And of course, you're going to be having conversations, and so you find out if they know about a job opportunity, and they find out if you know about a job opportunity, or whatever it is, that information that they have that might help you to advance your career. So that's a great way to get to know different people. The other thing that I talked about yesterday was podcasts. So podcast shows are very popular these days. People love them because it's you have guests that come on, or maybe sometimes it's the host that's the expert, or maybe you'll have a panel of people, or an assortment of people who are coming on talking about different topics and so forth related to a particular area. But they get subscribers to the podcast show. You get a chance to go on, be a guest, talk about something that you know a lot about. A lot of people get to hear it, and you eventually, if you do enough of them, you get to become the expert in that particular area that you're talking about. So this is a great way to create visibility and become a known person when it comes to your particular topic. Podcasts are awesome. So those are not the top three. Those are the three that I shared with you yesterday, but let's move on to number 4. So the fourth thing that you can do is write an article. I talked about writing a blog post, so why not just submit it to a magazine? There are magazines all over the place and newspapers looking for content to put in their publications. And so if you write on a particular topic, you submit it to a magazine and have it published, guess what? Lots and lots and lots of people get to see the content that you created and that you published in that particular magazine. And that helps to get you more exposure. And the great thing about, and I'm telling you about how to get a lot of exposure. The great thing about this is that when you do get this kind of publicity, it goes beyond your organization, and you're getting people to put eyes on you and to become aware of you that might not have an opportunity otherwise. So that's why we're starting with these, but we're going to get to some that's more specific to your particular company in a minute. But another thing that you can do is social media. Let's say that right first. Social media is one of the best and the easiest and free ways. Some of these others are free too. But to get yourself to establish a platform that's for you, for your profession in the industry that you're in, so that people have a place to be able to find you, to be able to find out information about you, for you to be able to share information, for you to be able to connect with people outside of your organization that you otherwise would not have the bandwidth to reach. So establishing a social media platform, I do recommend LinkedIn for people who will be tuning into this podcast who are interested in career related matters. It's one of the top career related social media platforms. And but if Facebook is your jam, or Instagram, by all means use that. Twitter, whatever it is, Snapchat, if you're, into Snapchat, know what to do with it, use that. But whatever it is, just have a place where people can go and they can find out more information about you and what you do, and you can share content with them. So that is a great thing to be able to do. Some other things that you could do is I talked about attending industry events, but become a speaker at one of those events. Now that's awesome, because that's a group that the people that are already in your industry are right there at that event, attending, paying close attention to the people who get up on stage and talk about different things. So for you to be able to be one of those people who are up on the stage talking about things that matter to the people who are in the audience, who are in your particular career, who have the power to be able to offer you positions and opportunities, it's really exponentially beneficial to someone who is looking to expand their career opportunities. I can't stress that enough. So another thing that you can do is to volunteer at your particular company, volunteer for working groups, volunteer for special committees, task force, anything like that, where they are looking for volunteers to work on a specific project or task, because oftentimes that's going to take you out of your small little team and let you have an opportunity to have some contact with people, a broader group of people, and to be able to work on a committee with a broader group of people, so that you get to know them, and of course they get to know you and the work that you do, which extends to the next level, which is their supervisors or whomever it is that's kind of overseeing the process. So it's a great way to show initiative, which is a good thing to be able to do, and so that you can demonstrate your work and people get a chance to see and experience what it is that you're capable of doing. Another thing is to serve on boards of directors, and this can be for businesses. Startups have boards of directors, large corporations have boards of directors, nonprofits have boards of directors. I mean, you name it. So there's plenty of opportunities and some of them are paid, some of them are non-paid. I mean, it just depends. And some of them are just really powerful, because they're especially larger organizations and so forth. So anyway, look for something like that, because that's a great way to get yourself in connection with people who are in powerful positions in some instances. And in other instances, you just never know who you're meeting. You never know who knows who. So and it's a great thing to put on your resume. It's a great resume builder. It looks good. It sounds good. And it is good. I mean, it's a good thing all around. So something that you really want to consider. The other thing closely related is joining professional associations and organizations that are related to your industry, and become active in them. So that's going to give you lots of opportunities for networking, for volunteering, for special projects and events and things that the organization has going on. And how do you go about finding the nonprofits? I mean, there's nonprofits all over your community. You can look on the website and find a list of nonprofits. I've done this several times, so I can tell you, you can do that. If you're in professional organizations and so forth, you're going to meet people. So you need to network first and foremost. Find some place that you can network, whether it's a women's group that's related to business or your profession, or it could be Toastmasters. I mean, it could be a whole lot of things. You have to be able to get out and meet different people. But if you just want to Google online, you can find a list of nonprofits in your organization, what they do, their mission, and all of that kind of stuff just by doing a simple Google search. I've done it many, many times, and it's gives you a really good list of things, places where you can start. So the other thing is I was talking about becoming active in your professional associations, and that's a good way to get to meet people and network and broaden your network of people that you know and that know you. And then serving as an officer it could be for your professional organization. So you could be the president, the secretary, the treasurer, those kinds of positions within an organization or a committee are great ones to be on, because those give you an opportunity to demonstrate your leadership skills. And so not only are you networking, not only are you doing work and showing people the kind of work that you can do and getting that exposure, but you're also, if you don't have an opportunity to develop leadership skills in your job, this is a great way to do it outside of your job, and it still counts. It still makes your resume look great. You get the skills, you get to know the people, you get to make the connections, you get to be seen as a person in authority, as a person who's in the know. So there's no downsides to it, except it might require a little bit of your time. So those are my 10 ways. And if I thought about it hard enough, I could probably come up with another 10, but that's enough. You get the idea. These are some of the kinds of things that you can do to create visibility for your personal brand so that you can position yourself for career advancement opportunities that you might not otherwise have. So I hope that you can take at least one or two of these and put them into practice so that you can start to make those connections, make those trailways, so to speak, leave the little rose petals along the way so that people will know, who you are and what you do, and you become someone who's known versus just being out there in the abyss and nobody knows who you are. Those are my tips I want to share with you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, got some ideas and insights about what you can do. I am going to be logging off, but before I do, I want to, I don't know if I put it in my link already, but if not, here it comes. I have a free gift for those of you who are tuning in. It is the Everything You Need to Know to Switch Careers guide. It's a video guide that will take you through several different things that you need to consider if you are switching careers because you want more fulfillment, more satisfaction, more happiness, all of those things that we all want in our careers. I just dropped a link in Facebook and Periscope. Everybody should have the link. Follow it, get your free gift, put the information into practice, and get started on finding your new career this year. That's all I have for you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.